Hi everyone, meet Winston. He lives with Cerebellar Hypoplasia, also known as Wobbly cat syndrome or CH. It's a neurological condition where the part of the brain responsible for controlling movement and coordination is underdeveloped at birth or shortly thereafter. Once the brain has been damaged, it cannot be repaired, therefore there's no treatment for CH. This is Winston's story. To quote Winston's human mommy, he's not sick, he's just special. Winston was born on April 21st, 2023. He is currently 1 year old and he's a Maine Coon cat, living with CH. And the reality is that he will always live with this unusual condition. Winston does not walk, drink, or eat on his own, yet he manages to live a joyful and fulfilling life. Winston currently lives with his human mommy and sister cat Hope. Winston's mom was initially fostering him just to help out, but she, like most people who meet Winston, instantly fell in love with him and quickly decided to adopt him and give him his forever home. Hope, his sister, is about 10 years old, and although she loves Winston, she can quickly become annoyed with his kitten antics. When Hope has had enough, she may give him a sibling swipe and then just leave. You have to love sibling love. I started a GoFundMe for Winston. If you can, please donate whatever you can so that I can surprise Winston and his mom with a new wheelchair to help him get around more easily. Also, please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on a follow-up video with Winston cruising around with his new wheels. Thanks. There'll be a link in the description below. There are 3 levels of severity with wobbly cats. They are mild, moderate, and severe. Cats with a mild case will have slight head tremors and walk with a wide stance, but they are still able to run, jump, walk, and climb. Cats with moderate CH usually have tremors that are more noticeable and may have trouble maintaining balance. They may also have more limited movement, such as an inability to climb. Lastly, cats with severe CH, such as Winston, can't walk or stand. Cats with severe CH will likely need extra care and help with using the litter box, eating, or drinking. Many cats are unfairly euthanized at shelters just for having this condition. Don't count them out when adopting, as these cats in most cases are not as difficult to care for as it may seem, and they deserve loving homes too. Cerebellar Hypoplasia is a developmental condition in which the cerebellum of the brain fails to develop properly. The cerebellum is the portion of the brain that controls fine motor skills, balance, and coordination. This condition is not painful to Winston, nor is it contagious to other cats. This condition most commonly occurs when a pregnant cat becomes infected with feline distemper virus and passes the infection to her unborn kittens. This virus preferentially attacks rapidly dividing cells. During the last few weeks of pregnancy and the first weeks of birth, the cerebellum is undergoing rapid growth and development, making it vulnerable to the attack by this virus. The condition may only affect one kitten in the litter or all of them. Next, let's talk about the symptoms. The symptoms of CH do not normally present themselves until kittens try to stand or walk. It's important to note that this condition can also happen later in life, but most commonly occurs within kittens, which is the case with Winston. The severity of the symptoms will depend on how much of the cerebellum was affected and at what stage in its development the infection occurred. For example, Winston has almost no control of his back legs, making it nearly impossible to walk on all fours, while other cats have no problem walking, they just do it wobbly. Some other notable symptoms include: Number 1, standing with their legs far apart. Number 2, swaying when they move. Number 3, lifting their legs high when they walk. Number 4, nodding or head tremors. And lastly, number 5, losing their balance. Winston faces daily challenges from the moment he wakes up until his mommy tucks him into bed at night. And still, he is one of the happiest and most affectionate cats that I personally know. Winston starts his day with breakfast, which he needs a little assistance eating because of the head tremors. When he tries to concentrate, he really has trouble eating food. However, with a little bit of help, he enjoys his breakfast just as any other cat. The easiest way to feed him is to prop him up into a sitting position and then hold the bowl up to his mouth. Next, it's time to give some fresh water to Winston. Winston can and does make his way to his water bowl, but it's best to make sure he drinks and that you can see him so that way you know that he stays hydrated. After breakfast, it's bath time for Winston. He does not get into a real bath daily, but his mom will wipe him down with wipes. Although Winston has no problem using his litter box, he will occasionally pee wherever he pleases. After bath time, Winston likes to spend some time playing in his playpen in the living room. Despite his inability to walk on his own, Winston has taught himself how to pull himself around to wherever he wants to be. For this reason, Winston spends most of his time between different enclosures. His mommy does allow him free time when she's available to supervise. In his playpen, there are many toys and other things to stimulate him that he enjoys. Winston also enjoys time on and behind the sofa. This time is especially fun for him because he's able to support himself by leaning, therefore he can move around more easily. Winston feels more independent walking/leaning on his own. Again, if you can donate anything to help get Wilson a new wheelchair, I would greatly appreciate it. Every dollar counts. There's a link to the fundraiser below in the description. On screen now is a photo of his old wheelchair. I'm not quite sure what happened to it, but I know it no longer works. And now on screen is a photo of the chair hopefully I'll be able to purchase for Winston. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up part 1 of this video. Please like and subscribe so that you don't miss out on part 2. Part 2 will be available in a couple of days. In part 2, we'll head outside with Winston and complete the rest of his daily journey. If you love dogs, cats, books, and photography, you can also check out a few of my books. There are links below in the description. So until next time, keep those tails wagging and have a pawsome day. Thanks. Bye.